Hey everybody, how's it going? Today we're going to be going over and showing you how to install the Titan alloy snow tire chains here on our 2019 Subaru Outback. So please note the tire size that we're going to be using today for this installation on our Outback is going to be 225/60/18. So if we take a closer look at the actual links, you can see they have a sort of a square pattern. And what this square pattern does is it does a great job of really helping bite into that snow or ice to give us the best traction possible. Now, in addition to the square links, we also have what's known as a diamond pattern. You can see we're spanning across the section here of the tire, then going down, sort of looking like that diamond. Now, the reason that this is great is because it's really going to allow us for the best traction possible. There isn't going to be any lapses in coverage like there would for those normal ladder style chains. The diamond pattern also ride a little bit smoother because we don't have that sort of ka-clunk feeling with these sections here of the ladder pattern. They're usually just a single chain across there every 4 or 5 inches or so. So the diamond pattern, in my mind, they definitely offer more traction and they provide a little bit of a smoother ride. So if we look at the outer chain here, you're going to notice two things. Number one, they're color coded, and the reason they're color coded is to help us with installation. It's going to allow us to quickly identify the different sections of the chain so we know what goes where. Because a lot of time with these tire chains here, there's so much different length of chain that it sort of all gets sort of crammed together and cluttered, and it's not necessarily easy to identify which part goes where. Now, in addition to the color coded, they also have a coating on them. And what that coating does is it basically just a little bit easier to work with your hands when you're doing these out in the cold snow. It doesn't quite have that bite to it like these chains would here, which are that raw steel. Now, in regards to installation, these are really some of the most simplest tire chains you can install on your vehicle. There's only a couple connections, and with the color-coded sections, they really make things that much easier. Now, one thing I will like to say is I definitely recommend that you guys familiarize yourself with these chains before you actually need to use them. Now, when you receive them, it's a good idea to just install these in your driveway. That way you're not learning how to install them for the first time when it's cold and wet out. So another thing about these Titan alloy snow tire chains is that they're Class S compatible. Now, what that means is it means they provide the best overall clearance from any components inside the vehicle there, such as brake lines, moving suspension components, and that's actually a requirement for this vehicle per the owner's manual, so you know you're not voiding any warranties with these chains. So with our kit here, we're going to get a chain for both of the front tires as per the owner's manual. We're also going to get this carrying case here because the majority of the time our chains are going to be located in our vehicle. Therefore, having this nice, sturdy, durable case here to store our chains in is going to be a great added option. If we also look in here, you're going to see we have a couple bags as well as some spare links. And those bags are going to be used for when we just take the chains off the vehicle. They still have some snow on them. We don't want that dripping inside our vehicle, so we'll go ahead and just place the chains in that bag, and then we can place them in our carrying case. You're also going to get some instructions you can use to help you with installation if you ever forget. So to start off your installation today, we're going to take one of our chains out of our bag here. We're going to go ahead and spread it out on the ground in front of us. Just make sure it's untangled. We don't have too many links crossing over one another, just about like so. And then the next thing we need to do is we need to go ahead and verify the orientation of the chain because there's actually two sides. So we just need to take this outer link here. In the cross chains, how they attach to the outer link, we want to make sure that the hook side, if we take a closer look here, you can see that there's an open hook there. We want to make sure that's facing down towards the ground. So we'll have several of those located throughout the outside of the chain there. They should all be facing the same direction, but just make sure the hook is facing down for this first step. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to sort of separate the chains because there's going to be sort of a distinct center point here. We have a small section covering the braided wire at the top there, and you can kind of see how the chains split out. So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap the chain around the back side of the tire, and we sort of want the center of the wheel here to line up with the center of our chain. So we'll just take one half of it here, just sort of feed it back behind the tire, just like so. And then we'll reach through on the other side and see if we can't grab it and pull it the rest of the way. So I'll go ahead and pull that side through. And then I'm going to grab the chains here so we can kind of get to that center point again. And now we'll just sort of pull them around to the side of the tire, just like so on both sides. Now we're ready to make our first connection. We're going to grab one end here like this, then we're going to grab the other end on the other side, and then we're going to ring these to the back of the tire, pull them up towards the top, and then we can make our first connection there, just like so. Next, we're going to grab these side chains here, drape them over the tire, just like we're doing here, trying to center them as best as we can. And then we're going to make our second connection, which is going to be with this green link and this yellow link. So just pull them over like there and connect them like so. And then we can do a little bit more fine tuning to our centering here. So next we're going to grab this rubber handle here, this gray chain. We're going to come over and across, sort of in this red channel here, just like that. And then we're going to pull it tight. And now normally we'd want to go through one or two of these red loops here, but the chains are a little bit too tight to feed it through there and then back across. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take it from here and attach it to the top over there. It's a good idea to actually have the hook facing out, just in case it doesn't want to scratch the wheel or anything. There won't be any damage. But that's pretty much it as far as our installation goes. And that's going to do it today for our look at installation of the Titan alloy snow tire chains here on our 2019 Subaru Outback.